So if the green stuff is climbing up a tree and the avocado eats it, and then the other green stuff is the poop that flies, and they're trying to join back together where poop meets pee. Um, and pee itself. You have the little shadow guys that are interested in our genitals, but not for the semen. Like you might think that because that's where you see them, but that's not their function at all. So for me, if I were to think like the to deviate or like the tree rotting as it's trying to climb, one tree dies, one tree grows. That pea is climbing up a tree, and as soon as it exceeds where the mold is, that tree renders itself and falls to the ground without being tied. This is just another anomaly. So if you were to take propane that depressurizes when it's cold, and um, hydrogen, which is the oxygen component, to add in the crystal catalyst of P that will point to a utility, and you get the what's it called? It starts with an S. It's like a skin. That stuff growing in it, and in its cabinet. When it's in a balloon that can have something that's a liquid that could turn into a gas, um, uh, based off of its heat or the to to turn the, like, how does something live on a gas planet? Well, it grows into a solid first off, right? So the crystal catalyst would work in junction with what we call the silica, and it would start to grow at the same part. Like, what we breathe out is carbon monoxide, breathe in oxygen. So we would have the genetic makeup of a spin cycle on like propane and hydrogen, meaning the hot and cold relay of an extremophile for the pulsating or tempo into the silica, in an atmosphere that would be self-sustaining and creating its own pressure above that of the tree, and not bound to a dying life where it can't support its lift in an ecosystem where it drops. And yeah, I'm just making a little journal.
Who are you talking
Oh no, I'm just talking to myself. The other guy at the other house, he was writing his journals, and then I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I haven't journaled for a long time, and then I did this, and then he got all offended by it. I was like, it's the weirdest thing ever. I'll go in my room and do it. I was just literally following your lead and doing it, but
It's not weird.
it's funny
do
because
whatever makes you happy.
yeah. Well, I find that when you're talking like this, then when you listen to it, you want to add to it.
Yeah, her, she is gorgeous as fuck.
Yeah.
I need to have her on my arm.